Hey, just had child in need meeting. Went really well, as usual. You know me. I just can't keep my mouth shut. What do you do? Do you sit back and listen to what they say? I mean, like I've said before, it's one thing, say what you want and I'll go, yeah, he's right, sorry. But don't lie, because I'm not going to sit there and agree to lies. Now, when this child arrangement order got put into play, I didn't realise what I was actually saying yes to be fair. I've took it to social services, told them they understand that they've made a massive mistake. But there's not a right lot I can do now because the order's already in place. Because as I said, you go on about my mental state. Now, is that the reason this child order's been put into place? Because if that was the case, then I should have been chaperoned in the court hearing. Yeah? I want to know where in my medical records it states that I have a mental problem, because it doesn't. Been asked for years and years and years, probably all my life, I need testing. No, Mum always said no. No. I'm saying no. Because I sort of feel a bit, if you think, then it will. Yeah? This is sort of the mindset I'm trying to get myself into, because this last couple of years have been hellish. And I'm sitting back now and I'm trying to reflect on everything. I don't want to know why. Do I need a why? It's happened. There'll be a reason for it. But I don't need to know why. I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm perfect and everything that this man is saying about me is false, because it's not. But it's been blown up out of proportion massively, which is, again, one of Mick's specialist subjects. And this morning in the meeting, we sat there and waited. We've had to, get everybody in. So there's social workers there. Myself, Mick, someone from Leo and Leia's school and someone from Lewis's. Now, bearing in mind, we're there to talk about the children, to see how they are. No, Mick's always got a different fucking... But obviously it was all about Mick. And what this had to do with any of us, I don't know, because none of us were asked. Otherwise, maybe one of us would have mentioned it. The fact that the social worker didn't let Mick know a week in advance. Because he's a very busy man, Well, what busier than a social worker and a school teacher? Serious? Don't think so. Do your kids find the time? As far as I'm concerned. So we spent about 20 minutes discussing that until I got to a point where I was like, do you know what? Ring me back when you've stopped talking bullshit. Put the phone down. They rang me back. Could hear him still ranting. And I'm like, you serious? Okay. Next. Rach, have you got anything to say? No, not saying a word. Just get myself in trouble. Right. Well, I, as you know, have declared myself homeless and I'm in a hotel room just to get away from all the bullshit that was presenting itself at my door on a daily basis. Because I won't say no. I won't turn somebody away if they need help. I'm like, yeah, okay, if I can help, I will. To an extent where this is where I am today. I'm not woe is me. I don't want to be. Because I'm heading to a really good place. I just wish I'd have done it a couple of years ago instead of followed my heart. But I know it's a bit of a contradiction, but I always feel you should go with feeling more than, because you can confuse this. Whereas feeling, it's real, isn't it? Because you feel it. That's how I see it. Anyway, so when I very first got in touch with the council with regards to me being homeless, I got these two women on the phone. Oh my God, they were horrible. They stripped me to pieces and made me feel so about this big. I got off that phone and I was in tears. Anyway, got on the phone on the Monday after reading my rights and what they are obliged to do for me. And I was just like, I got a really, really nice guy and he got the and the oh. So he got a bit of a mixed emotion, really. But do you know what? He was brilliant and he's helped. He couldn't do enough. But like I said to him, I'm not bothered. I'm more bothered about the people that haven't got the courage to pick this phone up and go, do you know what? No, I need a bed tonight. I'm homeless. How many people have slept on the street because of these two women? It's wrong. You're in the wrong job, love. They don't even, to me, deserve a job in a community. They should be sat in an office somewhere, data inputting. Silence. Shut up. Anyway, yeah. So, Mick again, pissed off. Don't know where I am. Why are you pissed off about that? I am where I am because I need to do what I need to do, and that's none of your business. None. I was here 4 days. And then when I had my children, Mick knew where I was. So again, talking. Because I said to somebody that nobody was to know where I am. And that somebody has discussed that with them. It's pathetic, isn't it? And again, I'm like, listen, you do know where I live now. The first day that I had the children, on the very first day that they stayed here at this hotel with me, Mick dropped him off. Well, come and pick Lewis up. He came to the hotel car park, picked him up. I've been at this same place since then. So, again, you know where I am. Okay, For them 4 days that my babies weren't with me, you didn't. Oh my God. Did it piss you off? Because it sounded like it did. Do you know? When I'm in these meetings or when I'm hearing him, he just sounds bitter. He's just like... Anyway, forget that. So... And he's going on. No telephone number for you. You can get me on WhatsApp. Might be my old telephone number, but it still works. Still get through to me on WhatsApp. Problem? Oh, yeah, obviously. Oh, what? Because you got no control. Bless. Anyway, again, I ended up putting the phone down because it was just bullshit again. I'm like, listen, can we talk about my babies and their emotional stability? Me dropping Leo off at school. And him crying because he wants his mum. Because he's not going to see me. I'll pick him up tonight. We're going to have the best weekend. I don't got much money, but we don't need it because it's just going to be fun and positivity and smiles and colour and sparkles, anything they want. No, still banging on about me and my telephone number. What about my daughter sitting on the end of the bed? Because Mick had to have them a couple more days. Mummy, I thought you were dead. Because I just think when I was a kid and I just think about lying in bed, crying, because I wanted my dad. And it'll have been a day that my dad will have been and my mum will have sent him away. For her reasons, for her selfish reasons. Sorry, Mum, but it's true. Calling him. We're our fault you didn't love him anymore. So it's that I look back at and just remember being laying in bed like missing the missing parent. And it kills me to think my daughter is sat experiencing that feeling. Because even at first, when Mick just sort of came and went as he pleased, I weren't getting on his case about it. I couldn't be arsed. Plus, I had a lot going on myself. I needed to know where my next fix of cocaine were coming from, to be fair, back in them days. Partially true. But I wasn't bothered because they still saw him. And they still had that freedom as to, if they didn't want to go, they didn't have to. But if they did, they could. All these rules and regulations. It's like, they're not fully in Mick's hands. They're not fully in mine. So you lose sort of consent over your babies. Because these professional strangers know best. Do they? Because to be fair, I wouldn't do their job for anything. I wouldn't. I think they've got a very, very, very tough job. I just know that if I did do it, it'd be done right. I'd certainly be able to see through bullshit. Isn't it about listening to your children, giving them a voice, showing them that their opinion does matter? I just know that when I'm older and they're older, that they'll look back and they'll see that I never called him to them. Won't have anything bad said about that man in front of my kids. I know what I'd like to do. I'd like to remove him off the face of the earth, to be honest. But I love my babies too much. I couldn't sit and watch my children break their heart. Because, like I said to them when we sat down, if you want to spend more time with your dad, that is fine. I don't want you to, because I'll miss you. But as long as you're happy and that's what you want to do, then that makes me happy in itself. Because that's more important to me than my sadness. But, anyway, so we've got to a point where we're going on about the telephone, blah, 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 and I'm like, do you know what? Since I've been in this hotel and no one can contact me and nobody can get through to me or anything, yeah, right now. I struggle from time to time with thoughts. But as soon as I do, instead of going under with them, I'll pick my book up, start writing, drawing, music, dancing, whatever I can, just to take my thoughts away. Because it is lonely. It's lonely. But I feel well. Because my phone's not ringing 24/7. My door's not. Just, it got beyond a joke. But I won't change it. Because I had to go through it. I had to sort of give me that bit of a filter and give me that, no, I can't help you. Because normally when I help you, I'm leaving myself without something. Because I'm a single mum with 3 children. I earn what you do. And you're still asking me for money. Or fucking whatever it is you can get. Why? What are you doing with your money? So, moved on to my concern from last time when this order went into place.